Hello, Gems. Happy Easter. I'm here at San Onofre State Beach in California, and I just wanted to show you what I'm looking at. Well, actually, I'm going to be looking at the cards, but this is what's going on behind me. So this is why the sound will be a little bit noisy today. So I just wanted to say Happy Easter. I'm going to be sending you some California ocean vibes in your reading today. So today I've went along the beach and collected some driftwood. So I have 3 piles. This is the first piece of driftwood. I want you to choose the piece that really grabs your attention. So that will be pile 1. This is pile 2. And this piece will be pile 3. So I'll give you a few moments to select your pile, and then if you're pile 1, go ahead and stay tuned. And if you have chosen pile 2 or 3, you can just jump straight into your timestamp below. See you in a bit. I'm going to tuck my paper in here with my spread so I don't have that blown away. Okay, so pile 1, this first card is, this is a new birth energy that is waking up for you right now. Make sure this is on camera. Okay, yes it is. This is a cracking idea. So this is like, think of this as like your egg card, okay? So this was like your egg. This is something that like protected you, and now it's cracking because you no longer need this, okay? So that's your cracking idea. This is a new growth. Okay, this is something that has already sprouted. This is new growth that your attention should be on. And this is abundance that is coming your way. This is how can I break through challenges. And this is just an oracle card giving you extra advice on your reading. Okay, so we have everything on camera. All right, so for card number 1, let's see what is coming up for your new birth energy. Here we have the 7 of Wands. And it's reversed. So I feel like lately you may have been feeling like you're this guy up on this hill and you're trying to make something happen. You're trying to make something out of something, or maybe something out of nothing. And all of these things keep popping up, and it's like you're playing whack-a-mole and you're trying to knock those little moles back in their hole, right? And it's like they just keep coming. But the new birth energy is, I feel like when you do something, that these things are going to start to stop popping up. You're finally going to have a sense of accomplishment, that your actions are finally starting to take root and grow, be prosperous. This is your cracking idea. So remember the little egg, okay? Let's see what's cracking for you. 5 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this is a lot of tension. This is fighting. This is like a lot of disharmony, discord. And I feel like this is it's not really it's not sitting right with you. And I don't know if maybe you're thinking like, you know what, I just don't want to do this anymore. This may involve walking away from a situation that's just not healthy for you, or it may involve offering forgiveness. Maybe even apologizing if you're the one who has been causing some of this chaos. So this is like you're going to be looking at things in a new way and seeking like you're going to be looking for peace. This is the new growth that's already occurring in your life that maybe you're not giving it as much attention as you should be. So this is the new growth you should be focusing on. Ooh, and here we have justice in the reverse. So again, I want to go back to this 5 of Wands, and I feel like with justice reversed, it's all about finding balance, righting wrongs, like balancing out karma. So I don't know if you have righted some wrongs recently in your life, or if there is somebody who's like offering out an olive branch to you, like somebody is offering like peace, trying to make amends. Like there's already healing. Maybe even for some of you, it may have been like actions that you have already taken to right old wrongs. Maybe that's taking the form of this like whack-a-mole stuff. Like maybe you have like broken an item that needed to be fixed. Maybe you went ahead and fixed it, or maybe you have went out and bought a replacement for somebody, and that has brought like balance. But I feel like the growth that you should focus on is, I feel like this is like mending relationships. And it doesn't mean that things are perfect right now, but that like it's on the right path. That there's still a lot to do, but things are headed in the right direction. Righting old wrongs. Card 4, this is an abundance that is coming your way. Page of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this could be a fresh start. New ideas that are completely different from like an old way of thinking. I feel like you're going to have maybe even like working on a new skill. I feel like this is like new knowledge, like something that you're going to be learning. New ideas. And then how can you break through challenges? The Hierophant in the reverse. Okay. I feel like this card is calling on you to get back in touch with your spiritual practice. And if you don't have one, I feel like this is calling on you that to maybe take one up. Or if you've lost touch with your spiritual practice, that perhaps you should reconnect with that, and that may help you in these areas when things, are like popping up, giving you like peace of mind and patience and helping you deal with these difficult situations, cracking those ideas. Let's see what this oracle card has to say. Know you are loved. And I just want to point out, this is the new moon in Libra. And Libras are all about finding balance. Like we have these scales right here, like balanced out. And that's literally the same thing that is coming up in your Justice card with these scales right here. So I do feel like your reading is about making things right. So whether that is you, the one that needs to reach out and fix a situation that maybe you've allowed the waters to become a bit muddied, or maybe accepting someone's sincere apology and allowing things to mend. So pile 1, that concludes your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that this may have answered some deep lingering questions about relationships with other people who you've been having problems in your life. If this reading resonated with you, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know which cards spoke out to you specifically. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, if you've chosen pile 2, this reading is for you. Welcome to your reading. So with this first card, this is your new birth energy. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like this may be a new project that you take. It might even be like a new job, something related to your financial matters. It could be a major purchase, but I feel like whatever this thing is, it's going to bring a lot of joy, and there's lots of potential here. Again, the future is ever changing, so you will have to nurture this garden here, but I do see this opening up for you. This is a cracking idea. You can think of this card like a little egg, like a shell that has protected you. Okay? but this shell is no longer needed. So this is an idea that is cracking. This old way of thinking is no longer needed, and let's see what it is. What is your cracking idea? Ooh, 10 of Cups in the reverse. I tend to think of this card like family. It doesn't have to be immediate family, but it could be like, it's family that you're pretty close to. Usually it's immediate family. That can be like you and your spouse, your children, or it could be like you with your parents, your siblings. I feel like that there was some negative feelings, some negative emotions regarding this circle of people here, and this old way of thinking is cracking. Let's see what the new growth that you should focus on. The new growth that you should focus on. So this is already happening in your life, and this is something that you have maybe not been paying as much attention to as you should be. And I feel like this has to do with making decisions, and these are difficult decisions. And I feel like as of late, you have been making better decisions, or maybe there was one decision, and it could even be regarding this card, I'm not too sure, but it was like a really big decision, and you've chosen wisely. And I feel like you need to give yourself a pat on the back for that. This is abundance that is coming your way. Here we have the 10 of Pentacles, and I feel like not only does this have to do with this card tying in financially, like there's going to be like some physical, oops, I'm pulling my microphone cord, like some financial benefits, but also I'm really feeling like this could also be related to this card. I feel like there may be like some peace brought here. To me, this card reminds me of like the grandpa, and then this would be either his, the daughter or the son, and the spouse, and then the child there. It's like working on the legacy, like an inheritance. It's definitely a card of comfort and often financial stability. So maybe like this new way of thinking is going to bring peace at home. Now, because this is a collective reading, that may be, for some of you, like a reconciling with the family, and for others, that may be walking away and just moving on and finding the peace. So you're going to have to decide, what that means for you and your personal situation. Let's see what card 5 is. How can I break through challenges? The Tower in reverse. Okay, so I feel like how you can break through your challenges is by not being afraid to take a leap of faith, by not fearing change, even when it's something completely new and scary and unlike anything you've ever had to do before. I feel like this is not resisting change, not staying in an old way of thinking or doing things if it's not serving your greatest good. And your oracle card is first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. And I feel like that's really tying in with the Tower, and even this actually, I feel like it's all of them. I mean, insecurity could be like financial, it could be like peace of mind at home. It could be with like making choices, really tough decisions. I'm gonna go to the book here on this card. Hold on one second. Let me see. Push through insecurity. Okay. Okay, so it's talking about the third eye chakra and all about having clear vision, and that having fear is an illusion, that you're connected to life everywhere. And I really feel like, this card is asking you to really establish what is important to you in life. That's regarding, you know, like your financial possessions and even the people you care about. Really establishing like what it is that you need to be happy and then pursuing it. Whether that means like fixing not so happy situations with family members or having the courage to walk away. But don't stay in a situation that is not bringing you peace, that isn't going anywhere, that's not bringing you joy. Either fix it or move on. So pile 2, that concludes your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please drop a comment below. Let me know if you enjoyed your reading, if any cards felt like they were speaking directly to you. I would love to hear that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Okay, pile 3, if you've chosen this piece of driftwood, this reading is for you. Okay, so let me get my little spread. This first card, this is your new birth energy. Actually, let me just lay out all these cards really quick. Yeah, whatever. We'll just do it like this. Okay, so your new birth energy is the Knight of Swords. And I feel like with this card, wait, are these cards backwards? Yes, they are. Okay. Let me see. So this is this way. Okay, so the Knight of Swords, your new birth energy. I feel like this is things taking place really rapidly, and this is you leading the charge. You are definitely taking action on your ideas. You're not just letting them ruminate in your brain. You're not really taking too much time to figure out, you know what, is this the best course of action for me? You're kind of just ready to go. This could even be with the Knight of Swords. This could be like romantic, like a new romantic sparking for some of you. The Knight of Swords, he's he's like a Casanova. He's a lover, not like long term, but he's like your quick and fast relationship kind of guy. So there may be like a lot of sexually charged energy with this card. And I'm also really drawn to these butterflies on the horse right here. I feel like that could be dealing with some sort of like transformation. This is a cracking idea. This card, you can think of this card like an egg in a shell. Okay, so this is like the shell. This shell has protected you. It's kind of like a wall, right, that you've put up. And right now you don't need this shell anymore. It's done. It served its purpose. And this shell is cracking. So this is your cracking idea. This is like an old way of thinking that's starting to fall away. Here we have the 5 of Cups. And I feel like this card is dealing with grief, a loss. It's definitely a card of mourning. And also, he's really paying all of his attention to these cups that have spilled. But his back is turned on these two. And he's just like wrapped in this cloak of black. I feel like with this card coming up in this position, that the time for grieving, the time for mourning is over. It is time to pick up the other 2 cups and cross this emotional bridge and come back to this place of stability over here. This is a new growth that you should focus on. So this is something that's already blossomed for you, and maybe you are not paying as much attention to this Page of Wands, this growth, this new life that is on his staff. The Page of Wands is totally enamored with it. He's really paying attention to it. You've got these salamanders on his tunic, and those are a symbol of fire. Wands represent fire, the fire element. And I feel like this is a lot of passion. The new growth that you should focus on, I feel like this is coming out of this place of mourning and focusing on what sets your heart on fire. What makes you want to get out of bed in the morning? What makes you excited? You know, what have you always wanted to do, yet have never done? Where have you always wanted to go? I'm really paying attention to these pyramids in the back. You know, is there a place that you've always wanted to see, yet never pursued that? I feel like this card is saying, now is the time. You know, that there's like a little bud somewhere that is sparking up for you. Like it's growing, and you need to nurture that. Okay, but this is where you should be putting your attention. What makes you excited? Where does your passion lie? Water that and allow it to continue to grow. This is an abundance that is coming your way. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. I'm wondering if this is tying in with this card here. The Queen of Swords, she has a lot of clouded memories. Not everything has been butterflies and rainbows for her, but she is able to, you know, power through, and she's got her sword raised, and she makes these difficult decisions. She's very fair, but I'm thinking that for some reason, I'm wondering if there has been a death, like maybe this is mourning somebody you've lost, or just no longer in your life. I'm feeling like this is a person, and what's going to come to you is the words to say, or words of comfort, that there's going to be an abundance of comfort, that these emotions that have like kind of been pushed aside, that they're going to be consoled. That this Queen of Swords is going to be flooded with all of these emotions that she tries to push aside. I'm not saying that you push your emotions aside, but in this card, I feel like these things are coming in. That there's going to be a lot of emotion coming, but I'm feeling that there's a lot of comfort too, and that's why I'm wondering if it's regarding a death. Strongly feeling like a sense of loss and mourning. This is how can I break through challenges? The world. I feel like all challenges, they eventually end. Everything has an ending. I'm really drawn to the positioning of this, how she's looking back on this card, and you know, that yes, it's okay to look back, but you have to keep moving. You have to move through. I feel like breaking through challenges when they arrive is understanding that nothing lasts forever. No matter how hard it gets, there will be an ending. I keep getting that, like there will be an ending. This won't last forever. You can get through this. Let's see what your oracle card says. Embrace the flow of life, but in reverse. Full moon in Gemini, and what I want to point out is the Gemini, the symbol for Gemini. We have these two pillars, and they're bridging the gap between heaven and earth. And it's saying embrace the flow of life, but because your card is reversed, I'm thinking that this card is also telling you to embrace the endings. And it could even be embracing the flow of death. Now this could be a literal death, or this could be like a metaphysical death. It could be an ending of something that you really did not want to end. This could be a job. This could be a house. This could be a way of living, a sport that you participated in, and maybe through, I don't know, injury or something severe that like it's been taken away. But there's like such strong emotion. It's like a death. Because this is a collective reading, some of you may just have like a metaphysical death, but I feel like that's like how intense the grieving is. Especially if you play sports on a very competitive level, things of that nature. But I do feel for some of you, or at least one of you, that this is an actual death that has already happened, and you're in the mourning process. Pretty heavy for an Easter Sunday, but again, I just want to bring your attention to the world, and the Page of Wands, that life goes on, and since you are still here, it's your job to live, and the person that you're mourning, it's, maybe you go on living in honor of that person, doing things that would make them proud, making their memory live on, doing things that they never got to do, or going places that they never got to see, things of that nature. But embracing the change, embracing endings, and even embracing death. So pile 3, that concludes your reading. I wish it was a little bit more cheerful, but I do believe that this is a message that does need to be heard. If you enjoyed your reading, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would enjoy a comment below, but if this is a little bit heavier than you'd like, I'd even appreciate a comment to my email, hello@redemeraldyoga.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.